So today we talk about sleep, and tomorrow is the World Sleep Day again. We have this day every single year all over the world. Every year I come here to teach kids about sleep. This is our 3rd year, so I'm so glad you remember things from last year. So today I want you to learn 12 things about sleep. Okay, you guys ready? So why is sleep so important? Number 1 is because we need sleep to live, like we need food and water. Did you guys know that? But you know, in reality, we actually need sleep more than food and water, because when we did experiments in the lab, what we did, we realized that we actually can survive 3 times longer without food than without sleep. Did you guys know that? Yeah, so this is a very, very, very important fact to remember, that sleep is more important than food. Obviously, food is important too. So when I did experiment on little mice in the lab, they realized that little mice, usually they live for 2 years, but when they didn't sleep, they only survived 2-3 weeks. So this is very, very important to know, that sleep is very crucial to us for our survival, okay? So number 2, every animal and creature on the planet sleeps. We all need sleep, even little bacteria, we all need sleep. Did you know that? So every single creature on the planet needs sleep, and we all sleep differently. Obviously, humans to bacteria, we all sleep differently, okay? Sleep makes us smarter. How does that happen? Yes?
Because we get like good sleep if we go to sleep early, and then our brain provides more stuff.
Yes, so
and like be healthy and stuff.
yes, absolutely. Yes?
It stores more information than you sleep.
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Like it helps you take breaks instead of having to learn one thing. You can process it and have like a sleep and wake up and
Yes, absolutely. So how does sleep makes us smarter? When we sleep, we have this mechanism in our brain that basically we process information and we consolidate information that we learned from the day before or from the past for the next day of recall. Do you guys understand this? So what you're going to learn today, if you sleep well tonight, you will remember almost everything. But if you don't get much sleep tonight, what could happen? You forget, right? You will forget. This is why people become forgetful when they don't sleep well. The brain doesn't process information the right way, and it doesn't store it into long-term memory. So sleep makes us stronger. How does that happen? Yes?
It gives our body rest to become stronger the next day.
Yes, that's right.
So our muscles actually get more bigger and stuff.
Yes, that's right.
Get stronger.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
I think it has something to do with like when you're sleeping, technically you're on standby mode.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Like your body sort of resets yourself, so like you get more energy.
Yes, absolutely. So what happens is, how do we get stronger during sleep? We have this process in the body that can only be switched on during sleep. It's like the light switch on and off. So some process in the body can only be activated or switched on during wake periods, right? But other processes in the body can only activate when we're sleeping, including one of these processes, human growth hormone. So when we're still young and we're growing, our human growth hormone only switches on when we're sleeping. And this is what makes us stronger. It helps us repair the tissue, helps us grow the bones and the muscles and the brain. Everything in the body grows during our sleep. During the day, we don't really grow much. But during sleep, this is when everything happens. The magic happens, right? It is like magic. This is why it takes us to the next one. We grow faster. Just like I explained before, it doesn't just make us stronger, but we also grow faster. You guys still growing, right? Nobody wants to stay this size, correct? You want to grow into healthy adults. So this is why we need enough sleep so we can become healthy and healthy grown-ups, okay? So sleep helps us stay healthy. How does that happen? Yes?
Just like you said before, of how we need sleep more than food and water.
Yes.
It has something to do with like if you don't rest, like you have more of a chance to develop a mental illness, like maybe depression or insanity?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Well, that goes with one of the next points. But in this point, I want to mention that how do we stay healthy? Our immune system stays strong and active during sleep, and also rejuvenates when we're sleeping, but it's also activated to produce white blood cells, right? And this takes us to the next point. When we sleep, it helps us beat the bad bugs. You know, you guys, we're all surrounded by pathogens and bacteria and viruses. All of the bugs around us, they're always around us. But what happens? The body doesn't let all the bugs to affect us. What happens? The body just fights all the bugs and viruses. But for us, for the body to do that, we need to produce white blood cells. You guys know what they are? You study biology? Yeah, so for us to produce white blood cells, we need to sleep well, because they can only be produced during sleep. This is why when we are sick, what do? The body wants to sleep, right? When we have cold and flu, we just want to sleep, because the body will put you to sleep because it wants to produce white blood cells. Okay, but if you don't sleep, the body can't do that. It can't produce the army of white blood cells to go and attack the pathogens. Do you know the word pathogen? Basically, it's the bad bugs. It's the bugs that are opportunistic. They will go into your body and they will create crazy things, bad things, okay? This is why white blood cells are ready, always ready to go, like an army, to go and attack. Next time you go to biology class, make sure you learn this, okay? Have a look at that, how the body does that. Yes?
And as well, there's a type of hormone which makes you sleep.
Hormone?
Yeah.
Usually it's a melatonin. So yes, if we don't go to sleep in time, the body stops producing melatonin. Or if we go look at the devices too much, or TV, or have bright lights, the body doesn't produce melatonin. But that's the topic for next talk, okay? But that's a great question. So sleep makes us happy. How does that happen? Yes?
So what you do is you sleep and then you get some rest.
Yes.
And then you don't feel all grumpy in the morning because you actually had a good sleep.
Yes.
So you wake up, feel good, feel like active and all that kind of stuff for the day.
Absolutely. Yes?
It has something to do with like the standby mode thing that I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
When you are on standby, you really don't feel any emotions.
Yes,
So
exactly.
your body has more of a chance to produce more hormones
Yes.
for emotions, which makes us happy.
Yes.
And also it helps us fight mental illnesses. And
Absolutely. So when we are slept well, we are more emotionally stable, right? We have our emotional stability to conquer the day. So we don't get dragged down by bad emotions or being tired. We are more resilient, emotionally resilient to, for the day. So like you said, mental health is very closely linked to poor sleep. And that is a very close correlation there too. You're very smart to know that. Yes?
sleeping makes you refreshed.
Absolutely, yes. So when we didn't sleep well, we get grumpy, right? We get unhappy, we get sluggish, we just don't want to do anything, we get lethargic, right? And we just don't even want to get out of bed, correct? And then we struggle to survive for the day. And this is why, because we're emotionally not really strong enough to go on the whole day. Do you have a question or want to add something?
Sleep makes you energized.
Absolutely, it makes you energized. Sleep is like magic. It makes us do many things. So, next one is sleep makes us friendly. How does that happen? Yes.
So as I said before, it's mostly the same as happy. You're like active and all like crazy and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
And you want to be like all friendly to your friends. and
Exactly. So sleep makes us more social. So do you have something to add?
I was just gonna say it has something to do with the fact that your body's on standby and therefore has more time to digest and get more energy, which makes you emotionally stable, which with the energy helps you stay friendly.
Absolutely. Yes?
And like it makes you more friendly because usually if you haven't had sleep, you put all your anger on other people.
Exactly. So like these two are linked together also, but also on top of that, sleep makes us more social. We are more, basically we have more desire to socialize with others and make friends. We have more a desire to spend time with people and be friendly with people and be kind to people. So basically it makes us friendly and kind, okay? Guys, so sleep makes us more creative. How does that happen? Yes.
So you get when it like active, like as I said in the other two ones.
Yes.
Right? And then you like want to be like more control with your body.
Yes.
And you want to like do different things in the day. You want to
Yes.
try new things. You want to do that and that.
Yes. So when we are rested well, our brain works really well. So that means we are more creative, we are more smarter. Like all of these things are linked together. Like our brain gets so much more creative that we can produce things that we couldn't do when we were tired, right? Have you guys noticed if you're tired you just can't do well in class? Absolutely. And this is why it makes us more creative. We are more basically switched on to the tasks around us and we can produce things, okay? So sleep keeps us safer from accidents and injuries. Yes.
It keeps us safer because if we get good sleep at a right time and wake up at a right time, we feel more active. Oh my god, why do I keep saying that? And like you want to like run around and all that kind of stuff, and you don't feel like all sloppy and tired and gloomy and all
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
So basically when we slept well, your reaction is very quick. So if you see somebody running towards you and if you didn't sleep well, you would not notice it or your reaction would be delayed, right? But if you were slept well, if you're well rested, your reaction is very quick to just basically move away from somebody who's running. Do you guys understand that? Yeah. But also, people who don't sleep well, they have a lot of accidents, sports injuries as well because their brain just not switched on to the task that they're doing, okay? So also a lot of car accidents happen because people are sleep deprived. You guys know how many car accidents happen on the road? People die and people crash into each other. That's because people are tired. They didn't sleep well and they're literally just not concentrating on the road. They're not concentrating on what they're doing, and so our level of our concentration drops down. The same happens in class. When we didn't sleep well, we just can't concentrate on what teacher's saying, right? Even have you noticed when you're tired, when you read, you don't even understand what's written. Your brain just doesn't work the same way. So last one, sleep keeps the whole family happy. Yes?
Well, this is the exact same as sleep makes us happy and sleep makes us friendly.
Yes.
Because we're like all like puffed up, ready to go for the day, and we're like are really nice and friendly and happy to our family.
Yes, exactly.
And like they feel joyful and happy that whatever the child, the cousin, whatever, is like very kind.
Yes. So have you noticed when you sleep good, mommy's happy? And when mommy sleep good, mommy's also happy? Have you noticed when you sleep good, everybody's happy in the house, right? But if you don't sleep well, what happens? You get stressed. Nobody's happy in the house anymore, correct? So this is why it's so important to keep to good sleep routine, to have that good sleep every single night, enough sleep, so you can be happy next day and the whole family is happy. Yes?
I think that sometimes how you feel can affect people around you.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
You said when you sleep, you are more emotionally stable.
Absolutely, get emotionally stable. You can control your emotions easier.
So that when someone in your family is grumpy, you just stay calm.
Exactly. If somebody is stressed around you and you are not stressed because you slept well, what happens? That doesn't affect you. But once we are emotionally unstable, what happens? Little things can trigger us. We get angry, we get tired, we get grumpy, and everything under the sun. Yes?
The last point relates to all things. What really makes the family happy is if their offspring succeeds. or like if they're better than what they were before. So like the new generation could live onward and would be stronger.
Exactly. So
I think that relates to the family being happy because they know, oh, my child's going to be safe in the future because they have a good sleep schedule.
that's right. So when we sleep well, all of these things fall into place. And that's when parents are happy because the kid slept well, the kid is happy, kid is healthy, kid can learn more, kid is smart, and everything else, okay? This is why it makes everybody happy. But it's not just that. It just keeps that emotional stability in the whole family, okay? So this sleep can do so much for us. So you guys want to know how much sleep you guys need to have every night at your age? Yes.
8 to 10 hours?
I would say about 9 to 11 hours. Yes. So make sure you get no less than 9 hours. But probably best if you do get about 10 hours, okay? Because you guys still not adults. When you're adults, you can go back to 8 hours, okay? But make sure you get about 9, 10 hours, sometimes 11 on the weekends, okay? But just remember, we can never catch up on sleep. Just one thing, we can never catch up. And we can never bank the sleep too. Yes?
Is it bad for you to sleep too much?
Absolutely. Sometimes, but it's more goes with the adults. Children sometimes need that good sleep. They need 11, 12 hours sometimes. But if adults sleep 11, 12 hours, that is something's wrong with them. Something's not right. They either, they need to get something checked. So that's not that good for your heart, especially. Yes?
Adults sleep a lot if they have a night shift.
Well, no, they actually get less sleep because they miss out the whole night's sleep, and they need to basically sleep when they can. But usually those who have night sleep, their sleep is pretty messed up. Do you have someone in your family do night shift? Your mom, your dad?
It's my uncle.
Yeah.
He goes at 6 o'clock and then he returns in the night at 4.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, usually those people are sleep deprived. I do night shift sometimes, and because I work in the hospital. You guys know Princess Alexandra Hospital? Yeah. Has anybody been there? That's where I work. I work in the sleep lab there. So if you ever go there, say hi, okay? Yes, question?
Yes. Why is it bad for adults to sleep for a long time instead of kids?
It is bad in some ways because the body just, you see, we have these processes in the body that's activated different times of the day. It's called circadian rhythm. So that we have that master clock. Again, I should have mentioned, we have the master clock inside us. And the master clock goes around the clock, 24 hours, right? But it also controls other things. So if we sleep too long, for example, we sleep 4 hours longer than we should, the body gets confused and doesn't switch on the processes that need to be switched on for different functions of the day, like metabolism, like hunger and activities and things like that. So the brain gets sluggish. We get even more tired when we sleep too much. But remember, for you, 11 hours is not too much, okay? Yes?
My dad works in security and he's got sleep apnea.
Yeah, okay. Has he had it checked?
Yeah.
That's good.
Sleep machine.
Oh, does he wear that? Oh, that's good. That's what we do in the sleep lab. We get people tested for sleep apnea and then we give them machines if they need. Okay, yes?
Does the brain still produce white blood cells during sleep if we have an illness that gets rid of white blood cells?
No, we don't get rid of white blood cells. What happens, we get low count of white blood cells if we don't sleep well, okay? But when we sleep, the body is producing more just to fight off the illness, okay? So the body, we need sleep when we're sick especially. Yeah?
Like when you're sick, you need like lots of sleep because in the day you feel like all floppy and low because
Yes.
you're like all sick and coughing and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. We do need more sleep when we're sick, yeah. Especially if you feel like you are getting sick, have more sleep, okay? Straight away. Have more sleep that same night, okay? Yes?
Does food nutrition and calories and stuff affect your sleep?
It does. So what you eat during the day can affect your sleep the night, but also if you don't sleep well, it can affect your appetite the next day. So everything is connected. This is why we have the master clock inside the body. This is our control system. It controls everything, your appetite, your calorie expenditure, it controls everything in the body. But you know what? The only thing that affects our master clock is sleep. Food won't affect it so much. But it's the sleep. The sleep will throw this system out of control, and this is why we get mental illnesses, we get other illnesses, we get tired, we become forgetful and prone to injuries and things like that. Okay? Yes?
How do you stop yourself from sleeping too much?
Well, usually you have a schedule, so you stick to the schedule. Usually adults don't sleep too much. Sometimes it's more, they don't sleep enough. So they have a schedule, they have alarm clock and things like that. But if you're a kid, don't stress about it. If you need sleep, you sleep, okay? Remember, 11 hours is not too much, okay?
I think as a kid, like you have a bedtime normally, and then you wake up at a certain time to get ready for school. So that kind of looks after it for you. It's just the weekends that you need to monitor a little bit.
Yes.
Summer? Oh my goodness, I had a bedtime up until year 12.
What was your bedtime? I have a bedtime.
Yes, you have bedtime routine. That's good. So once you have the schedule, like a routine at home, you have the routine that you follow every single day, yes? But weekends you can just have a few variations, correct? Okay. Any more questions? Yes.
What should be the schedule to actually go to sleep and wake up for our ages?
So that's a great question. So let's do a little sleep calculation. Let's work backwards. For example, what time do you need to wake up in the morning? 7 o'clock?
Or 6, 7, 8.
Well, let's go with 7, okay? If you need to wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and you need about 10 hours sleep, so going back, what time do you need to be asleep at night? Yes?
Probably like 8:30 or 9.
Exactly. But so remember, we need to allow about 20 minutes to fall asleep. It's called sleep latency. This is the time when the body is taken to relax into sleep. From the time the lights are switched off and you're going to sleep, it could take 20 minutes, it could take 10 or 5 minutes. You never know. But you just allow that time. So if you are in bed by 8:30 at the latest, that's pretty good. But that's providing you get 10 hours sleep and you wake up at 7. If you have to wake up earlier, what do you need to do? You go to sleep earlier. So always go calculating backwards. You guys remember that? Okay? You teach your mom and dad tonight, okay? It's called sleep calculator. Thank you so much, guys. You've been great.
On behalf of 60, we'd like to thank you for coming and teaching us about sleep and what time we should go to sleep.
You're welcome. I'll be back next year.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
These guys